Hello students, I am Srishti Tiwari here. Today we are going to discuss about the concept of disease, illness, health and wellness, or relationship between disease, illness, health and wellness. So if we'll see the summarization of the what is the relation between the disease, illness and the health and wellness. These are all related concepts, means they all are being related with each other. Disease and the health must be considered together, because without disease there is a no need to discuss health. Means without disease there is a no need to discuss health. And the disease is a, if we'll talk about the disease, so disease is the state of equilibrium, whereas health is a state of equilibrium or the balance. Means the disease is a state of disequilibrium and the health is a state of equilibrium or the balance of the body or within the body. Okay, so in this relation of disease, health and wellness, we will see if we want to achieve a high level of the wellness, and we can say that the wellness is maximized one's potential capacity and is a component of the highest level of the health. Okay, so there are two things that we will discuss under the relation between disease, illness, health and wellness. So first one is human behavior in health and illness. Means what is the human behavior related to health and what is the human behavior related to illness, and the what is the concept of disease. This one is the second one. So we'll discuss one by one what is the human behavior in the health and the illness. Human behavior, health in illness, it has been divided into two, that is the health behavior and the illness behavior. Means the what is the concept of the human related to the health, and what is the concept and what is the behavior of the person related to illness. We will discuss one by one. First one is the health behavior, means what is the concept of the person related to and what is the behavior of the person related to health. Okay, health behavior is an activity undertaken by the person who believe they are well to prevent or detect. Means health behavior is an activity that has been undertaken by a person who believe that they are well to prevent or detect. Health behavior may be directed towards an individual's health. Such behavior might include eating a well balanced diet. Means the health behavior means the person's behavior will be towards being healthy. Means they will do daily exercises, they will take well balanced diet, means adequate rest and sleep, means the all the activity whatever they will do, that will be related to their what is their behavior related to the concept of health. Means they are taking care of their own self or not. Means they are means careless towards their health, and what if they are taking care of their health. So this is the, we can say this is the health behavior. So such behavior might include the eating a well balanced diet, obtaining adequate rest and participating in the daily exercise programs. Okay, so this is the health behavior of the person. Means what is the concept of the person towards the health. Then next one is the illness behavior. What is the illness behavior? Illness behavior, first person must perceive themselves to be ill. Means here the when the person is thinking that I am sick, then only the person is used to get sick. Means this is the first concept, that the person is used to get perceived that I am ill. Okay, then this perception is influenced by the familiarity of the symptoms of the knowledge that the illness is present. So why this perception will be there in the within the individual or within the person? Because the person is familiar with the symptoms. Like if I may get a cold and high grade fever nowadays, so I will have like I'll think that I may have COVID, or may I have COVID, means I am having these type of symptoms. So okay, so this is my perception that I am familiar with the what are the symptoms of the COVID. Okay, so this is the illness behavior of the person. Then the second person evaluate the degree of the threat of the self that illness presents. Means secondly the person will evaluate, means how the threat means how much severe is the disease is. Okay, whatever disease is present in the person or in the individual. The last component is the action taken, means then the person will take an action towards that disease. Okay, then the action may be consist of self treatment. That action can be related to the self treatment, means person can get the home remedies, and the self treatment can be taken. Then the seeking assistance for the advice from others. Okay, means the person can take the assistance also, the person can go to the hospital also for taking care of the health. Okay, so this we have seen the first one, that is the human relation in the health and illness. Means what was the human relation, what was the person's concept related to health and related to illness. That first one we have covered now. Then we are going to discuss the next one, that is the concept of disease. Means where the concept of disease has came. Okay, when the human address their own being ill. Okay, when the human will address their own being as a ill, or that of others is an effort of understand or influence their attitude to being ill is change. Okay, then the concept which epitomize as is to reflect the scientific thought about being ill is a disease. Means there is a some summarization, or we can say some reflection has been given, that the some scientific thought related to the illness has been given, that is called as a disease. Means illness is a disease only. Then the some causal structure of the disease concept is consist with the aspects of the prototype and the example theories of the concept is here. The patient may have the symptoms that approximately match a set of the symptoms that typically occur in the people with the particular disease. Means here the writer is saying that the patient may have the symptoms related to the particular disease. Okay, if the person is not having disease, the person may not have any symptoms. So it is a saying that whatever the symptoms will be there in the person, that will be match will be the set of symptoms. Okay, that symptoms will be the related to that particular disease. Means if the person is having the nephrotic syndrome, person will have the different sign and symptoms. If the person is having renal failure, or we can say any meningitis, and also person will have the different type of symptoms. So this is concept of disease is saying that if the person is suffering from the disease, the person we may have the different type of sign and symptoms. Okay, so this one was the second. So this has been described into two concept of disease. So what are the cause of disease, and second one is the concept of health and disease. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. What is the cause of disease? First one is a mechanical cause, biological causes, and the normative causes, nutritional causes, and the environmental causes. We will see one by one what is the mechanical cause, biological cause, normative cause, nutritional cause, and the environmental causes. We will see means how they are responsible to cause the disease. Mechanical causes of the disease results in a damage the structure of the body, and the results of the trauma and the extreme of the temperature. Mechanical, by the name itself you can have an idea that if disease will be caused because some structural damage has been taken place in the body. Because how this structural damage has been occur due to trauma or extreme temperature. Okay, because due to anything, if our body has been become damaged, that can be the mechanical cause of disease. Okay, then second one is the biological cause. Biological cause affect body function and are results of genetic defects. Okay, biological, that is related to our gene. Okay, within the body, means that if our we can say our family, means those who are our ancestors, they were having some problems like diabetes mellitus, and also it may exist in the new generation with the person who is coming to the next generation. Okay, this is the genetic defects. Then the agent infestation or the infections. Okay, if any invasion of the infestation or the infection or any organism has taken place into the body, that can also cause a disease. Then the alteration in the immune response. If the person's immunity is low, or we can say that is not strong, okay, or the person's immunity is weak, that person is also prone to get the several type of diseases. So this is also the cause of disease. Then the system and the alteration in the normal organ secretion, okay. If alteration means there are some organs, there are secretion, some several type of body and fluids, okay. If there will the alteration in the normal, if there will be the abnormality in the secretion in the in our body, which are wherever the organs are present, from there if the alteration in this in that secretion will be there, that can also be cause a disease. So these all are the causes of the means these all are biological causes that causes disease. Then second one is the normative, third one is the normative causes. Normative causes are the physiological but involve the mind body interaction, okay. So here it is saying that it is a physiological, but it also involves the mind body interaction, okay. So that the physical infestation occur response to the physiological response to the psychological disturbance, okay. Here it is saying that the means it there will be the relation between the mind and body interaction, okay. So the physical manifestations occur in response to the physiological response. Whatever the physiological manifestation and the changes will be there, that will be seen in the physiological response, and if they have the relation, that may seen in the psychological disturbance also, okay. So this is the normative cause. Then the fourth one is nutritional causes. Nutritional deficiencies in the developing countries are the major causes of the disease due to the insufficient consumption of the fruits and vegetables. Means the if the person's nutrition is not being consumed well, means the insufficient consumption of the fruits means, or the nutrition we can say in one word, so that is causes the disease like PEM and all, no. So these all are caused by the nutritional imbalance or the nutritional cause of disease we can say. So there are some government is saying all these things, means in the developing countries there are so many programs and the scheme has been launched by the government to increase the nutritional level for the poor people, those or the small childrens, they can have the proper growth and development and proper immunity to have a strong immunity to fight against the diseases, okay. So these all are causes cause of the disease. Then the next one is environmental causes. Environmental causes, many environmental factors can contribute to the development of the disease. It includes some toxic chemicals, acetaldehyde containing in a cigarette, if any cigarette that contains acetaldehyde, that can cause the several type of disease or the cancer. Then the allergens and the pollutants that are being produced by the if we are doing our daily life activities, through that we are producing so many type of pollutants that can cause the disease. And some agents like bacteria, viruses and fungus and the protozoas, and these all are can cause the disease into human beings. So these we have discussed first in the concept of disease, that is the what is the cause of disease. Then we are going to discuss the second, that is the concept of health and disease, okay. So the concept of health and disease, it has been divided into two, or we will discuss the two things into this, that concept of health and the health and well-being, okay. So first we will discuss the concept of health. That's it, this is a familiar with you all, that you people have been studied in your first year in your community health nursing. So here we will see the definition of health that is been given by the WHO. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and the social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity, okay. Means the our complete physical or the mental as well as social well-being, then only the person will called as the healthy. If the person is physically healthy, if the mentally person is not healthy, so person may or may not, or patient will not be healthy, means person may not be says as the person is healthy. Or if the person is mentally healthy and the physically is also healthy, but the social within the society person's interaction or the person communication is not good, and the is not good, and the people interaction and the human relation is all these things are not good within the society, so that person may also will not called as a healthy person, okay. So this is the concept of health. Then the next to health and well-being we will discuss. Second one is what is health and well-being. So what is health and well-being? It has also the two parts, that is a positive health and the wellness model. Okay, positive health, it implies the notion of the perfect health in the body and mind, means the person, so perception will be there, the within the body and the mind, it implies the perfect health in the into the person's behavior. Okay, then second one is the wellness model. Wellness is a concept that includes the taking responsibility of your own health. Okay, means we are responsible for own health, means if we know that uh, taking or smoking is a cause the lung cancer, so though after that also the person is inhaling that smoke or and also that means the person is responsible for their own health, isn't it? So this is the line is saying that the person is responsible for their own health. Okay, so it has the six factors, or the this wellness model is has been this is also known as a personal wellness. Okay, so this has this six components that we will discuss. What is the wellness model? First one is the social. Okay, so if the person wants to be healthy, positive health should be developed within the person. So socially person what should be, so person should be being comfortable within a linking with yourself as a person. But when the person is interacting to someone, the person should interact easily with the people of the different ages or the background and the races and the lifestyle. Okay, then the person should contribute the time and energy to the community, and the communication of the person or the feelings should be good, and the feelings for everyone should be there. Okay, then the friendship tendency, developing of friendship type of tendency should be there in the person. Then the person should recognize the need for fun and the time in in the person's life. Okay, so this is the social. So second one is the occupational. In the if person is working within any industry or any factory or any organization or any institute, so for person should have the satisfaction in their work, whatever the person is doing. Okay, then the person should utilize the whatever resources is being present in the work settings, so that should be utilized at the optimum, so that will increase the person development, and the self satisfaction and the job satisfaction will be fine. Then the patient should have the confidence enough to for the ability to find the obtain the job. Okay, so this is the occupation. Then the spiritual, means spiritual is related to the we can say being open to the different culture and the religious, and the giving your time to volunteer or the participate in the community services activities. Okay, then the person should spend that time alone in the personal reflection, and the person participate in the activities that protect the environment. So person should participate in the spiritual activities. Then next one is a physical. So physically person should be active and exercise regularly, eating the proper diet person should take. Okay, so getting the regular checkup should be there, and if any tobacco or the any drug has been taken by the person, that should be avoided. Okay, or the alcohol should not be consumed. So fifth one is intellectual, means the mentally also, or the by the intellect the person should be active. So person should learn so many things, or learning through the varied experience, reading, writing, sharing and exploring should be there, and observe what is around the person, and the listening carefully or effectively should be there, and the finding application of the material learned in the classroom, and the questioning should be there, and the exposing yourself to a new experiences should be there. Then sixth one is the emotional. Okay, so keeping a positive, person should have the positive attitudes, and the being sensitive to the your feelings and the feeling for others person should have. Okay, then the learning to cope with the stress, person should be have the learn to how the person can cope up with the stress. Okay, so these all are about the today's topic. So we'll see once again, just summarize the topic what we have seen. Okay, from the first slide. we have seen the relation between the disease, illness, health and wellness. Into that, first was the human behavior in the health and illness and the concept of disease. So human behavior and the illness was divided into two: health behavior and the health illness, health behavior and the illness behavior. Okay, then the health, we have seen the health behavior and the illness behavior. Then we have seen the concept of disease. Concept of disease was been divided into two: cause of disease, concept of disease, and health. So cause of disease, we have seen there were the five causes: mechanical causes, biological causes, normative causes, nutritional causes, environmental causes. And then we have discussed one by one. Then we have seen the concept of health and concept of health and disease. In the concept of health and disease, we have seen the concept of health alone and the health and well-being. So concept of health we have seen, then the health of well-being we have seen, the positive health and the wellness model. In the wellness model, six components we have seen: the social occupational, spiritual, physical and intellectual and the emotional. So these were all about the today's topic. If you people have any doubt, you can ask me. I'll try my best to clear all doubt. Thank you all.